Are you curious about how to future-proof your child's mind in an AI world? These actionable strategies will surprise you. Hi, Hero. I'm Jenny Spitzmiller, educational neuroscientist and college admissions advisor. Initially, I focused on brain development and what impacts a child's cognitive ability, temperament, and behavior. Then I realized that children need something schools don't teach. Now, I guide parents on empowering their children and nurturing their potential. In this episode, I'll give you 5 practical tips you can use right away to boost your child's critical thinking skills so they can confidently solve problems, navigate challenges, and thrive in an ever-changing world. So here's what's coming up. This is the roadmap. Why critical thinking is more important than ever. 5 brain-based strategies you can use now. A real-life success story. Common mistakes and how to avoid them. And then a quick recap to get you started today. So let's kick off with some brain science. Critical thinking isn't just a school buzzword. It's how your child's brain analyzes information, connects ideas, and makes decisions. When kids practice critical thinking, they literally strengthen the neural pathways in their prefrontal cortex, that's here, the part that handles reasoning and problem solving. This means that every time you spark a thoughtful conversation or challenge them with a puzzle, you're helping their brain grow stronger and smarter. Here's what it looks like at home. Challenge your child with open-ended questions at dinner like, why do you think the sky changes color? Or encourage them to brainstorm solutions when a problem comes up instead of giving them the answer right away. Play strategy games together like chess, Sudoku, or even what would you do if scenarios in the car. My mother always plays Scrabble with me. She always won. I couldn't figure it out. I just thought she was just brilliant that way. Anyway, moving on. If you're finding these tips helpful, join our community dedicated to parents nurturing confident, empowered kids for a lifetime of success and fulfillment. Check out the link below in the description, and I'll pin it to the comments. So let's talk about Mia. She's a 6th grader who struggled with homework meltdown. Her parents started using tip number 3, encouraging her to ask why and how questions about everything. Within weeks, Maya was not only solving her own problems, but also teaching her younger brother how to think through problems of his own. Her teachers were amazed at her new confidence and creativity as a result. So here are some tips. Here are some common mistakes to avoid. Rushing to give answers. Let children wrestle with problems. It builds grit and reasoning. Focusing only on grades is another problem. Celebrate curiosity, questions, and creativity, not just the correct answer. This reminds me of an experience I had that's somewhat related. Some kids were suspended from school and issued tickets on the school to prison pipeline. Fortunately, the conductor was a judge who understood the children. And he said, I'm going to postpone this until your next report card. And I want you to bring your report cards to me, and I want to see that your grades have improved. I remember one kid in particular, he was so excited because he got a 55, and 55 is failing, but he was so happy that to tell somebody about his improvement. So the judge didn't just focus on his failing grade, he focused on the child's progress and said, okay, I'm going to adjourn this against your next report card, and I want to see another improvement. So the kid was motivated. I don't know what kind of support he had at school because I wasn't working with the Board of Ed at the time as a hearing officer. I was working as a defense attorney. But the point is, judge focused on seeing this child being motivated to do better. And when you celebrate the child's progress, it encourages them to do better. The next point is ignoring everyday opportunities. Everyday opportunities in helping your child become a critical thinker is grocery shopping. And this can start younger than a school age. Having them, for example, looking at coupons and doing the math involved in how much is going to be saved. If, let's say an item is $1 and the coupon says 20% off, this is an opportunity to teach them math, percentages, in the process, reasoning skills and critical thinking. Cooking is another way. My mother did this with me when I was in kindergarten and preschool because she homeschooled me before I went to first grade. She taught me science, chemistry, botany, and math through cooking. So when I would bake cakes and the measuring, she taught me critical thinking and math at the time. And when we did botany together, she would give me kidney beans to plant and we would watch them grow. And she would, explain the roots and what they did, how they nurtured the beans to grow a green plant, what have you. Little things like that really teaches a child when they see things, they go out in the park and they understand, okay, so this plant has roots and this is what's making the tree grow. You'd be surprised at how little things mean so much to a child. Even in traffic jams, there are chances to spark critical thinking conversations. So here's a tip. Ask why and how questions on a daily basis. Encourage them to explain their thinking. Working as a preschool teacher, I remember if a child didn't want to do something, ask why and they'll explain it. Now, instead of just saying, okay, you got to do this now. Why don't you want to do this? And this is how you get to understand how the child thinks, how to encourage conversation, how to process feelings, and model problem solving out loud. When you have the child solve their problems out loud, it's another way of helping them process their feelings, their information, their thinking. So to recap, you can boost your child's critical thinking right now by using brain-based strategies at home. Turn daily moments into learning moments. Let your child struggle and think things through. And join our supportive parent community for more ideas and encouragement. And remember, you have the tools to nurture your child through anything that they face. And with that, if you know someone that could benefit from this information, share this video, like it, and I encourage you to join our group. The link is in the description and pinned to the comment. Until next time, thank you for watching this video.